Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of TanukiDev, my journey to game development. Today I will show you the process I use to create the animation for my player character and how I create the sprite sheets mixing 3D technique and 2D technique. Check this out. I am used to wake up early in the morning to work a couple of hours on my project before leaving for work. It's usually the moment of the day where I'm the most productive, as my brain is fully rested and everything is quiet. Last week, I reworked the gameplay of my game through my game design document and made a schedule of the task I have to take to complete my game before releasing it. So this week, I work on some drastic change to my character player to fit the new gameplay. Previously, as the game were more oriented to be a 2D shooter platformer, my robot carried a gun to shoot enemies, progress through the level to get rid of the final boss and game's end. I didn't like it, as my game had no unique identity to make it stand out from the many other games already out there. It felt blank and there was no point to build a game like this. But this was before. Now, in a world where machines took over nature, my robot is a dysfunctional reaper robot that will feel empathy to the wildlife, meaning he had no lethal option to get rid of enemies. The gameplay will focus on reaper function, hacking, and social link with animals. The game is now more puzzle-oriented than action. Oddworld is the first game that comes in my mind when I have to think about similar genre. With those new ideas in mind, the first things to do was to build the player assets. Even if it's a 2D game, I will build 3D models for every character. The reason for this choice is that it allows me to work in a non-destructive way. By reusing the 3D assets I build, I will be able to do quick change to the design, animation, and deformation during the production, if change decisions happen. Drawing every sprite in Photoshop will be a much longer process and will not allow me to do any change easily. Once my model was rigged, I start the animation process. I made a list of the key animation I should have on Saturday. By working a bit every morning on Friday, I had 3 of the 5 animations I needed. The run cycle, the jump, and the crouch animation, which were so far the most complex animation on my list. On Saturday, I hit the last 2 animations pretty quickly, the idle state and the action movement. Being in advance on my schedule, I took a couple of hours to make some extras, like a death animation when the player will be destroyed and the grappling jump. Yes, there will be a grappling, but you will have to unlock it. All the animation clips done, the final step was to create the sprite sheets. I exported an alembic and applied a toon shader to my model that will fit the look of my game, and start rendering every frame before going to dinner. After a little time wait, the frame was ready to convert in sprite sheets. I ended doing a quick test in Unity to check how it goes, and here is the result. I am quite happy with how the movement is smooth at 30 frames per second. I will barely achieve this type of smoothness with hand drawings, as I am not a professional animator. Next, I will increment all the animation into Unity and code the animator's behavior for the player properly. But for now, it's time for me to take a break. That's it for this week, guys. If you like what I do and want to keep up with my future progress, consider subscribing to my channel by hitting the button down below. In the meantime, thanks for watching and I'll see you later. Cheers!